Luminate is Scotland's creative ageing organisation, and we work to enable, encourage and support older people to have access to high quality creative activities across Scotland. And we do that through a range of activities, including running projects ourselves, but particularly through developing new ways of working, sharing the learning, training, other forms of professional development. Scotland, like the whole of the world, is ageing. If you look at the demographic statistics and what's envisaged over the coming decades, we are becoming proportionately a much older population. And yet when you look at statistics around engagement in the arts, our engagement in the arts drops off as we get older. If we have an ageing population and yet we're seeing older people's engagement with the arts dropping, we have to do something about that. Older people should have the right of access to the arts, just like anybody else. There's also growing evidence of the benefits and the positive impact to health and well-being of taking part in the arts, particularly as we age.
Well, the Dementia Inclusive Singing Network is a key strand of Luminate's core activity that engages singing leaders, community leaders, and people living in care settings, community organisations who are interested in bringing people together, and singing is the way that we do that. So we work with all sorts of people in all sorts of ways, in a training capacity, in a connecting capacity, in a community building capacity, and sometimes in a fun singing capacity.
There's probably very few days go by that I'm not reading about what Luminate are doing or chatting to the team that you don't feel a bit inspired about their work and realise the massive benefits having to the people that are taking part in it. It does make you feel optimistic for the future, that actually I hope this exists when I'm older. I hope there's an opportunity here to embrace some kind of cultural aspect that I didn't really get to grips with when I was younger. I wish I had the time for, but I've got a big interest in. But that's not a given. I think for a lot of people that will not be a given. The opportunity isn't always there. That's why it's so important. So I just feel really inspired by the work they do.
My career was as a psychologist, so I spent my life sitting on a chair like this listening to people, and I've heard a lot of stories. And now it feels like I'm telling mine, and I'm telling it through painting, and I think that's wonderful.
We've all done different things in our lives, and we've come back or come fresh to the arts, and older people have life experience, they've got resilience, they've got that freedom. I don't care what people think about me. You know, whereas when you're younger, you've got all those limitations placed on you. Whereas actually, an older person's got the freedom to try something new without being judged. So I think it's important to have that space for older people to try those things, to meet other people, to meet other older people, to be inspired by other older people.
It's been good for me. Met a lot of lovely people. I still enjoy it. And go back to when I was 14 and I still get the same buzz when I walk out.
This is a really good way forward for people with dementia.
I think it's good for people to get together, and I always think that music does bring people together.
It's really nice. The other thing is the companionship is just no real.
This is something that we would never be doing otherwise.
We all have such a good love, we really do, support each other.
Luminate is very, very important. I wouldn't have been able to do this. Where else, how else could I have done this? Where else would I have got the stimulus to have this opportunity to be creative? Because it wouldn't have existed. All the people that I've met because of Luminate is just amazing.
I think it's a special thing to be involved in. You know, giving people as well the space to bring their talents to the fore and discover talents. You know, it's that sense of really lifelong learning wherever you are on your life's journey. You know, it's really enriching.
Sometimes you've got barriers in yourself that are real, and sometimes they're maybe in our imaginations, but I think because Luminate say people that are older, whatever that is defined as, deserve opportunities and kind of focus that as being a priority group. I think that's really important. I think it helps those of us who didn't maybe traditionally follow a path into the arts find support, and a lot of what Luminate do is just about finance. It's about believing in individuals, saying, yeah, we think you should deserve this and you should do this, and supporting you to do it in so many different ways.
I believe, that an older person should have the right and the ability to engage with something creative in their community if they want to, whether that's joining a choir or going to an arts class in their local village hall or becoming a professional artist if that's what they want to do. Whatever their ambition, I think older people should have the right to be able to achieve that just as much as a younger person has.